Girls who got mustaches tattooed on your finger in 2012, how are you doing now? Still giving myself a mustache ride every night. I have Jack Black tattooed on my thigh, not judging anyone in this thread. I inked so many of those, haha. I did a black light tattoo of mustache on finger in 2007. It's faded and gone. I miss it. LMAO. I got it after a friend who is a tattoo artist said it would fade after 5 years. It's been 8 to 9 years and my whiskers are still here. My younger sister has one. She's been in and out of jail and struggling through a meth and heroin addiction. She also lost custody of her son after abandoning him in her drug dealer's driveway. Edit. Spelling. I'm killing it in life, especially since I'm still wearing my balance bracelet and have yet to fall. And this Friday I'm seeing the Hunger Games. I had that finger removed. Mustache still cool though. I'm alright. Surprisingly. Stopped drinking since then. Got married. About to finish my master's in educational psychology. Teaching now, my students think it's hilarious. So I guess I've got that going for me. I feel like as far as early 20s tattoos go, a finger mustache is extremely mild. Instructions were unclear. I now have a finger tattooed on my upper lip. Happily married. Tattoo is faded as hell. Dumbest thing I did while drunk, lol. Good memories though. Got it after finals. Went to the bar with friends. All got the mustache after. Mine was pink. We did a rainbow. Edit. Yalla making me laugh. Yes. I'm fully aware pink isn't in the rainbow. But we had 10 of us. So we added pink, a sea green color and this weird color that's kinda red but also mostly purple. Found out the color I couldn't think of is mauve. Did anyone stop Coney in the end? Hey, thanks for checking in, I'm doing okay. Mail here. I got my finger steak in 2000 working at a tattoo shop. It was a joke about rednecks coming in. I created a Wikipedia entry on it. Shortly after I noticed my picture appeared on various online funny image sites like something awful and, honestly, I can't remember the names of the others. In 2006 I moved to Bay Area and met a girl and dated. She had a finger steak which she told me was influenced by the Wikipedia article picture. Unbeknownst to her, was me. My picture is still up. The relationship didn't last. But my finger steak is still going strong. For giggles. Here's my stash 22 years later. Edit. I just noticed someone at some point condensed all tattoo entries on Wiki into one main entry. With sub-entries for different body parts. Lame. Didn't get a mustache but I did get the word smile on the inside of my right pointer finger. When I hold a camera, my finger says smile. I thought I was a punny genius. LMAO. It's really holding up well. Honestly. Still totally legible. It's easy to hide. I feel worst for all the 90s men with tribal tattoos. I'd love to know how girls who got little angel wings tattooed on their shoulder blades are doing now. Got a couple other dumb tattoos I've since had to cover up. Kept this one doe woman shrugging light skin tone. I am too old for this. But I am in the sisterhood of the unfortunate 90s ankle tattoos. When you reach a certain age, you become glad you have it again. Because it is like a happy nostalgia thing. Do not be afraid that your ink will go out of style. It just becomes a celebration of your life history. Go forth and decorate yourself. Had an employee that still had hers. A bit faded but they all were bartenders that got it from getting tired of drawing them on with Sharpies. Sounded like good times. She had a great career and then just had to take care of things and work part-time, which is how I came to know her. Sounded like a fun, celebratory, fulfilled life, I gather, and she is doing great. The mustache brings stories and puts her in a fun mood when people ask about it, so was a solid move. I knew a girl who had one. Now she's married and has twins and has a pretty decent job in a small town. Pretty surprising since she used to be wild. Partied all the time and cheated a bunch on her boyfriend, now husband. Someone needs to ask about how the guys who got no regrets tattoos are doing. A few guys from my high school got drunk and got them. I hope they're all right. Someone I was dating got one of those in the year of our Lord 2022. Just a couple months ago. We're not in contact anymore. Not because of that. One was inked on a buddy of mine's finger. She's fantastic. She works in a hospital for kids and utilizes it to make the kids giggle. At Gillette Children's Hospital. My pal is employed. I have several close friends who received care there when they were young. And the buddy I mentioned above also receives care at Gillette for a nephew who has cerebral palsy. They really do incredible work. I had a friend who got this done in 2016 or 2017. Years after the mustache hype died. Can't remember if he got it done by a friend in their basement. Or by an actual professional. Yeah. I'm sitting here like, at least it isn't tribal. I don't mind it. I forget that it's there. It broke the tattoo seal and now I have many more. My life is great. No regrets, lol. Well, I got it to memorialize my old man passing, pretty sure he's still dead. Y'all forgot about infinity. Gonna take a wild guess that they are better off than the girls with the flock of seagulls on the back left shoulder. I haven't met a girl with a mustache tattoo on their finger yet. I have, however, met several men who have them. My sister has one. She's alright though. Just had her second kid and looks after old people for a living. Depending on how thin the mustache was. Probably pretty faded by this point. Finger tattoos don't always hold up the best over time. They got Chinese characters in 2015 and arrows, feathers with inspirational quotes in 2020. Gotta be better off than my shoulders covered in dumbass tribal tats. I always wondered how the tramp stamps weathered. Those girls are in their 40s now. I have the same question for people who got the Graphics Bongs clown logo tattooed on them in the 90s. She's my mum and she's doing awesome. Tears of joy. From too much friction already faded away, sad face. Not female. But I got a mustache on one finger and a soul patch on the other around this time. And I did that because I wanted at least one terrible tattoo. Life goals. They have faded slightly but are still very visible. I never think about them. Very rarely somebody will ask and I will give them the mustache and soul patch salute. They are fun. I have my regrettable tattoos and I love them. It matches my tribal armband tattoo from 1997. Full beard now. I've got a finger tattooed where my mustache should be. Do I regret my choice? Like deeply regret it to the point where I would kill my old self in order to have not gotten this tattoo, even if it meant my current self would also die. Yes. Finally somebody asked. Great. Paying into a pension so I can retire mad early. Solid job. Bought a house. Thanks for asking. I got kitty cat whiskers instead. I'm doing fine, thanks. Had a guy friend get that tattoo a couple years ago. People still seem to like them. My friend had one. She is now a successful tattoo artist and living her best life. Not a girl with a mustache tattoo. but a guy with an actual curly handlebar mustache that was already well established before 2012. I kind of miss the tattoos. Because they'd see me, come up to me really excited to show off the tattoo. And I'd just deadpan say, "We're a culture, not a costume," leaving them feeling really awkward for a moment before I busted out laughing. I don't miss the mustache craze in general though. I still get plenty of compliments on mine. But for a while it seemed like people felt compelled to gift me random shit with mustaches on it. I really didn't need mustache socks, shirts, coffee mugs, etc. This isn't half as bad as the barbed wire armband trend. I thought it was the coolest. Never got one though. Thank God. Not great, my dude. Not great. You mean those weren't all temporary? She's engaged to me, so she's still headed downhill. I was a hipster and ironically got a finger tattooed on my mustache. It's been a rough 10 years. Can someone explain this? I must have missed something. I got mine in 2008, but I'm doing great. How are you? Open mouth smile. They're quite odd. Because those girls just can't even. Lol, I feel personally attacked by this question. I had mine done with a friend. It's nice to look at it and remember her. The fun times we had. And the horrible choices we both made that year. My male social studies teacher in his 20s randomly got one in 2022. It was awesome. He just showed it off in class randomly one day. I have been very happily getting tattoos since 1980. A person should never get a fad tattoo. They will be sorry. Surviving, along with the late 90s Chinese letters, barbed wire, and tribal people. Haha, someone at my work has one of these. FYI, I work at a jail. That person is an inmate. In other words, girls, op mustache you a question. Met a girl who had gotten a mustache tattoo that was not on her finger. Yes, we mustache K them. Strange eons. That you. Lol. Learned something new today. Never knew this was a trend. I never even seen this on someone before. Made me think about how the tramp stamp generation is aging.